Good morning. Today we are going to see a new lesson, Chapter 5, Molecular Genetics. So, who is this famous man we know in genetics? Gregor Johann Mendel, father of genetics. The basic concept behind genetics is DNA. So, the DNA which is present, where it is present in the chromosomes, in the nucleus, and at molecular level, what are the changes takes place. It was proved by various scientists we are going to see in this lesson. So DNA is a basic genetic material, already we know. Its structure we will see later. It consists of two strands which are made up of sugar and phosphate. In between, they are bonded together by the base pairs. And these nitrogenous base pairs are nothing but thymine and cytosine, adenine and guanine. So we'll study about these bases in detail later. Now, the second one, now we'll see about the next one is the basic introduction or information regarding genetics. So Mendel's work, it reveals the pattern of heredity. It reflects the transmission of the information or characters from the parents to the offspring is called as genetics. So where this information is located? In the chromosomes. So in the chromosome, what is located? DNA. So the discovery is that DNA is a genetic material. It was proved by Mendel and other geneticists. Proteins, what is the function of the proteins? That determine the shape of the cells and important for rate of various chemical reaction and metabolic reaction in the body. So this is a basic concept, and in this we must know about the basic terms. What is genome? What is gene? Genome is nothing but it contains the complete set of hereditary information for any organism, or we call it as a genome is nothing but a number of different nucleic acid molecules it contains. So what is gene? Gene is nothing but it is also a sequence of nucleic acid. It is a sequence of within the nucleic acid, a small sequence present is called as gene, and that is made up of a single protein. So in this lesson, we are going to study about the basic concept, that is, we are going to discuss the structure of the DNA and its replication, the process of making RNA from the DNA. So formation of RNA from DNA, this process called as transcription, and formation of protein from RNA is called as translation. All these steps we are going to see in this lesson in detail. So gene, it is a basic and functional unit of inheritance. Basic functional unit of inheritance that we know. Physical function unit of hereditary. Inheritance is gene. So this concept of gene was first explained by Gregor Johann Mendel in 1860s. So but he didn't use the term gene. He used the term only factor. Next, the second person in 1909, the Danish biologist Wilhelm Johannsen. Wilhelm Johannsen. This great person only coined the term gene. Coined the term gene by Wilhelm Johannsen. It was referred to as discrete, separate determinants of inherited characteristics, that particles, he called it as gene. This factors was named or coined as gene by Wilhelm Johannsen. Then the classical concept of gene was introduced by the next genetist Sutton in 1902. So genes are the discrete particles that follow Mendelian rules only of inheritance, where it is located, that occupy the definite locus in the chromosome, and they are responsible for the expression of specific phenotypic characters. Phenotypic means the external characters which are determined by the genes. Okay, so genes are the discrete separate particles which are located in the definite place. Locus means location, place in the chromosome, and they are responsible for the expression of specific phenotypic character. Okay. Now next we'll see about the next properties of a gene. So where it is located, what are the properties of the gene, we are going to see. So I said the nucleus, this is a cell. It consists of the nucleus. Inside the nucleus, you can see the thread-like structures. They are called as chromosome. And these chromosomes are made up of the genetic material. What is it called? DNA strands, double helical strand. It was proved by Watson and Crick. And this DNA is consists of genes. Genes are nothing but the nucleic acid portion, genome, okay, which are located in the DNA. Now you got an idea, pa? So the cells consist of nucleus, nucleus consists of chromosome, chromosome consists of DNA, DNA consists of genes. Genes are a sequence of nucleic acid present in the DNA. Now for here also you can see number of genes in each organism is more than number of chromosomes. So several genes are located on the same chromosome. Here you can see this is a chromosome. Here you can see various genes are located. These are the red color, rose color, green, yellow, blue. All these are the genes. So the number of genes are more than the number of chromosomes. Okay, the genes, how they are arranged like here? They are arranged in a single linear manner like beads on a string. So you can see how they are arranged like a beads on a string. Okay, Pasi Kottamari Varsaya. Linear order they are arranged. So here the each gene it occupies a specific position called a locus. Here you can see they have definite position, place. Each one is the gene path and they are arranged in a linear order in a specific position, and this specific position of the gene is called as locus. And this genes, due to mutagenic agent or sometimes the sudden change will occur in the position and their composition, and that result in mutation. So what is mutation? Sudden changes in the gene's position and the composition that result in mutation. So these genes are capable of self-duplication. They can duplicate. They can produce again another one gene, same gene. Self-duplication, producing their own copies. Now clear? So the genes are arranged in the chromosome in a linear order like beads on a string, and they occupy specific position called locus. Okay, and sometimes they undergo changes, sudden changes in the position, and these are called as mutation. They are capable of self-duplication. So properties of gene is very important question. Now what are genes? They are the sequence of nucleic acid present in the DNA of a chromosome. How they are arranged? Here it is arranged in the form of linear order. Here it is not duplicated. The genes are arranged here. After self-duplication, you can see the same genes are duplicated again in the sister chromatids. Next, we'll see about the alleles. What are alleles and two hypotheses? What are alleles? Genes, they exist in several alternate forms that are called as alleles. Now you can see here, this is chromosomes. They consist of allele 1. First allele is capital A. Here the second allele is small a. So these are not same condition. One is capital A, another one is small a, and these are heterozygous condition, capital A, small a. So we call it as heterozygous condition, capital A, small a. So each gene, a single gene, we have studied in the previous picture, gene consists of two alleles. They are alternate forms. So it may be capital A, small a, or capital A, or small a, like this. Several alternate forms which are exist in the genes, they are called as alleles. Now what are alleles? The genes exist in several alternate forms, they are called as allele. Now we'll see about what is one gene, one enzyme hypothesis. Okay, George Beadle and Edward Data. In the early 1940s, in Neurospora crassa, what is it? Red bread mold. Okay, in the red bread mold, they first they are observed, and they said they found out they propose by their findings, they propose this one gene, one enzyme hypothesis. What they proposed means one gene, it controls the production of one enzyme. So the findings of Neurospora crassa by George Peedle and Edward Totham in the 1940s, they proposed this hypothesis. For example, one enzyme, okay, its production is controlled by only one gene. So a single gene, it can involve in production of a single one enzyme, that is called as one gene, one enzyme hypothesis. One more hypothesis, it is called as one gene, one polypeptide hypothesis. What is it? An enzyme consists of more than one polypeptide chain. So enzymes are made up of proteins. Proteins are polypeptides. They are linked together by polypeptide chain. So enzymes consist of more than one polypeptide chain. So a one gene which control the production of only one polypeptide chain. So enzyme consists of many polypeptides chains, but this only one polypeptide chain is controlled by one gene, then it is called as one gene, one polypeptide hypothesis. Can you say one example for enzyme? You can say any one example? Yes. You can say RNase, DNase, ACE, lipase, protease. These enzymes, they are proteinous substances. They are made up of polypeptide chain. So one gene it control only the production of only one polypeptide chain is called one gene, one polypeptide hypothesis. A gene code for only one polypeptide chain, that is called as one gene, one polypeptide hypothesis. Yes, thank you. We'll see in the next.